everyone. In our last video, we have seen intelligibility criteria under linguistic in OET speaking. Today, we will explore more about the other factors of linguistic criteria. If you are a healthcare professional, imagine you are speaking to a patient who's anxious about a new treatment. How can you make sure they understand, they trust you, and feel at ease? Let's explore how fluency in your speech plays a huge role in this. Fluency is not about speaking quickly, it's about speaking at a pace that helps the patient understand you without overwhelming them. In healthcare, patients are often receiving important information that can be life changing. They might be anxious, confused, or even scared. Your speech needs to make them feel comfortable, not rushed. Here is an example of how a nurse is speaking. Okay, now let's go over how to take your new medication. First, I'll show you how to measure the dose and then you'll need to mix it with water. It's really important to follow these tips carefully, so we'll go over them slowly. Did you notice how the nurse speaks in a steady, controlled manner? This gives the patient time to observe each instruction and process the information. Fast talking might leave the patient feeling lost or even more nervous. In this scenario, slower and deliberate speech makes the message clearer. Let's see another example. Here is a situation why hesitation can be problematic. Now, let's talk about hesitation and filler language. It's very natural for anyone to pause or self correct during a conversation, especially in a healthcare setting. However, too much hesitation can make you seem unsure and may confuse your patient. Here is an example scenario where the doctor hesitates excessively while explaining a diagnosis. Your test results they are showing some problems with your liver, and we might need to do another test. But you need to follow up with me after a break. Did you notice how the doctor kept saying and the constant hesitation makes it seem like they're not fully confident in their explanation. This could make the patient feel even more anxious about their health because they start wonder if the doctor knows what's going on. Here is an example for a confident conversation when the doctor is confident. This is how the doctor will speak. Your test results show some liver concerns, so we'll need to do another test to understand the cause better. I will explain everything in detail and you can ask any questions you may have. In this version, the doctor speaks clearly without hesitation. This helps the patient feel more confident in the doctor's expertise. So, clear speech leads to better understanding. Let's see how to use the fillers appropriately. Those little words we sometimes use to buy time, like, are, I mean, used sparingly, they can help ease into a conversation. But if used too much, they can interfere with your fluency. Here is an example. Okay, so you just need to take the medication like twice a day, and after you take it, you'll feel better. I mean, as you can see, the nurse uses and repeatedly. This not only slows down the flow of information, but also might make the patient question whether the nurse is certain about the instructions. It's important to strike a balance. So, here is how we should use a natural speech without overusing fillers, which can improve fluency and reduces confusion. Take your medication twice a day, and it should help you start feeling better soon. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. In this example, the nurse speaks directly without excessive fillers. The patient now understands the key information without unnecessary pauses. Let's see how to maintain a smooth speech throughout. One last thing to keep in mind, Fluency is not just about the start of your sentences, it's about maintaining smooth speech throughout your entire conversation. Here is an example. Your loved one will need to rest for the next few days and will monitor their progress closely. They'll start physical therapy in a week and will follow up regularly to ensure they are improving. Notice how the nurse doesn't pause mid sentence or change direction in the middle of explaining the recovery plan. So, this keeps the conversation clear and focused, ensuring the family member can follow everything. So remember, whether you're explaining a diagnosis, a treatment plan, or recovery instructions, fluency is essential. Speak at a pace that's comfortable for your patient and avoid hesitation and overusing fillers. Keep your speech steady and confident. This not only helps your patient understand but also builds trust and ensures they feel cared for. When you're communicating with patients, your words and the way you say them make all the difference. In the healthcare field, the appropriateness of language isn't just about what you say, it's about how you say it. When it comes to appropriateness of the language, first we'll talk about register, the level of formality or informality in your speech. Whether you're explaining a diagnosis or offering advice, your language should match the situation and the relationship between you and the patient. If you're using overly casual language, hey, so I'm just gonna tell you what's up. You need to take these pills and you'll be fine. Notice how the nurse casual tone and vocabulary, saying "what's up" and "you'll be fine" can sound dismissive and unprofessional. And here is friendly but professional. Another example, let's see. Now, let's go over your medication. You will need to take these regularly, and it's important to follow the dosage instructions closely. Don't worry, I'll be here to help you if you have any questions. In this case, the nurse has struck a balance. The nurse is maintaining a professional tone but trying to be approachable and friendly. This is the appropriate register for a healthcare setting, professional yet relaxed. The next one is about tone, matching emotions and communication. When we talk about tone, the way your voice conveys emotions. This is super important when you're trying to show empathy or provide reassurance. Your tone can make your words more powerful, or if it's mismatched, could send the wrong message. Here is an example. I understand that you're worried, but we need to talk about these results. So, here, even though the nurse is using the right words, the tone is very flat, which doesn't convey enough empathy. The patient might feel that the nurse is not truly understanding their concerns. And if you see another example here, should be warm and empathetic. I can hear that you're really worried about these results, and I completely understand. Let's go through them carefully, and I'll help you every step of the way. Here, the nurse warm tone reassures the patient that they are being heard. This makes the patient feel more at ease and they are more likely to trust the nurse with their care. And that's all for today's video. Hope you like this video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more OET speaking tips. Bye bye.